yeah, your thumb gets caught under the sprocket between the chain and it squashes into it. You know, one of the jobs we have to do quite often is on Lizzie's handlebars. We have to get rid of the gunk. Yeah, getting rid of the gunk. So just take a look at this. So for Lizzie's left hand, I have to get all this gunk off of here. You can see that. See how it all sticks. So basically what happens is when it gets warm, when it gets really hot, this just melts. So we're doing the chain. We're going to reset the electronics on the bike because it starts to get very juddery. And we're going to fix up the Velcro on the handlebar. It all gets stuck on the bar ends, so it just makes life horrible. Chain don't need adjusting. It certainly needs cleaning. That's the brush we want for the chain to go all the way around. Cardboard works better. I always forget to do is put gloves on. The ones that are too bloody small. Better than nothing. Of a mission just getting in. Just all the old gunk coming off. Then I wipe it again. I always put a piece of cardboard there so it don't get sprayed everywhere because it's horrible. You've got to make sure you get around the back of the chain. All I'm doing, I've got water on that. I'm just going to clean that chain. Okay, so once we've got all the grease and that off, we'll dry it out. You want to get inside the chain. Try not to leave too much water inside. I want to really dry this out. I mean, look, there's hundreds of videos on the on YouTube how to do this. Yeah, it's like bathing a baby. You got to take care and you've got to put intention into it. It's like talking to flowers and plants. They seem to respond better and get the human touch. Don't believe me, try it. And don't be saying you don't talk to your bike, because you do. We all do. Okay guys, so simple work, simple mistakes when you're doing this kind of work can have, well, they can hurt basically. So when you noticed, when I clean the wheel, when I clean the chain, I spin the wheel this way, okay, and I clean from there. I usually hold the rag there, okay, and I spin it like this. Okay, so what I've seen, or what I've heard of people doing in the past, and I've nearly done it myself, which is why I'm telling you, is they tend to go that way instead of that way. So if your hand moves this way, if your hand moves this way, okay, like this, and I'm going to be very, very careful when I'm doing this. Can you see under there? Can you see that? Yeah? Your thumb gets caught under the sprocket between the chain and it squashes into it. Okay? Or your fingers. So always be aware, you don't want to go that way with your thumb. Look at it, look. So about there, that's when it's just coming down onto my thumb, and now it's crushing it. It's crushing my thumb. Okay, you do not want to do that, guys. Because believe me, that will, if you do that with enough force, that will crush your thumbnail. It will completely squash it, and you'll have a black thumb, black finger, or if it penetrates into the skin, it will go deep into the bone. Yeah, especially if you really yank on that, you're gonna crush badly. But there's simple things, but people don't think of them. Not until it happens to you, and it has happened to me, honestly, as I have moved my hand backwards and got caught in the sprocket. And I'm sure a lot of bikers out there have done the same thing. I've got one link, that one, which is different from all the rest, right? So that's where I'm going to start. Get the links at the back. Done. Guys, don't get older. I hate getting up off the floor. Just the knee operations. The dual clutch needs resetting because it gets very, it's unuser friendly, shall I say. It starts to pull at wrong times, the gears change intermittently, it just doesn't feel right. So you have to reset it. Here we go. So we're going to have a go at resetting this thing again. You've got to get the bike up to a working temperature first, so we'll give it a run for a little while. So the sequence to reset a DCT Honda NC750 DCT, the sequence is: get on the bike, start the motor with the transmission key in neutral, switch off the ignition to stop the motor, and with the ignition off, fully open the throttle and press and hold the D switch at the same time. Okay, so you've got the throttle fully open and you're holding the D switch. Transmission key in neutral. Start the motor with a neutral. So start it.
DNS just come up then.
Yeah, I know. Start the motor with the transmission key in neutral. Switch off the ignition to stop the motor. With the ignition off, fully open the throttle and press and hold the switch into D. So turn that off.
Completely open. I'm telling you that there's something with that throttle.
Push that into D. Right. Switch the ignition on, don't start the motor, we're still holding the throttle open as well as D. Wait until you see in the dashboard display the yellow symbol for the motor disappear, then let go of D. So you go like that, there's the motor,
yeah,
that's gone,
good.
Let go of D, as fast as possible, D, D, N, D, N. There you go, DNS is up.
Should I go closer
Hold
to
on,
it?
hold on. DNS, so close the throttle, yeah. Turn on the motor but do not touch the throttle. After a few seconds, DNS should go out. Select N and turn off the ignition key. So, switch the ignition back on, don't start the motor, whilst you're still holding the throttle open as well as pressing D. So switch it on while you're still holding those two. Wait until you see in the dashboard display the yellow motor symbol will disappear. Once it's disappeared, and it goes pretty quick, then you let go of the D key that you've been holding, but keep the throttle open. So with the throttle open, then you've got to press quite quickly D, D, N, D, N. So use your thumb, D, D, N, D, N. Then both the letters DNS should appear on your dash, and they do. Close off the throttle, turn on the motor but do not touch the throttle. After a few seconds the letters DNS will be extinguished. Select N, turn it off, and your system is reset. Yeah! We're waiting for that DNS to go out. There it goes. Select N, which it already has, and turn off the ignition key, and we're done. Reset.
I like my video in.
Why?
I'm not as good as you. Kind of like, I kind of miss it, and
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm going that bit to it rather than the lens.
Yeah.